guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenna, for those of you who are new here. If you are new here, then you should totally subscribe to my channel right down below. Just saying. But today I did a tutorial, yes, I know that I am late, on the new Jaclyn Hill Bling Boss palette. It is the purple palette in the Vault collection, for those of you who do not know. And this palette right here is actually the main one that drew my eye to the whole collection. Like, that was the one that I wanted out of all of them. I don't know, I just love purples, and just the shades in this palette was just so striking. I needed it in my hands. So I know that I am a little bit late on doing kind of a tutorial slash review on the Vault collection, because I know everybody's been popping out videos like crazy since they've gotten their hands on this collection. But yes, I am a little bit late. But I also have a video going up this weekend, which it'll probably be last weekend by the time you guys see this. It's a back to school makeup tutorial, so go check that out if you haven't already. But yes, in this video I did a makeup look using the purple palette right here, the Bling Boss palette. If you guys hear jingling, that's my dog's collar. But I am going to be doing a series of different makeup looks using each palette. So yes, today is the purple look using the Bling Boss palette. So I'm just going to shut up now and let you guys get to this video, because I know that I talk a lot. So yeah, I love you guys so much, and please give this video a big old thumbs up if you enjoy this video, and also subscribe to my channel right down below if you haven't. But yes, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys. Alright, I already concealed and set my eyelids so we can just straight up, there's fuzz. Anyway, so I did that just so we can jump straight into doing the eyeshadow. So I'm first going to actually take the Armed and Gorgeous palette. This is the yellow palette right here. I'm just going to take the shade VIP, which is this super white shimmery shade. This is really like the only, I don't know, the only highlight shade in the whole collection, at least a highlighter that is good for me, that is light enough for me. I'm just going to take that shade and I'm going to highlight my brow bone and my inner corner before anything else. They're still alive. Alright, now I'm going to go into the Bling Boss palette, which is going to be the main palette for this tutorial. And I'm just going to take Hush Hush right here, and I'm just going to use that as my transition. Alright, now I'm just going to take the shade Rockstar right here, which is a really nice kind of magenta purple shade. Kind of almost looks a lot like Zobo from the Masquerade palette from Juvia's Place. That is a very similar shade. I'm just going to take that shade and I'm just going to use that into my crease, like just keeping it deeper in the crease area. But yeah, that's just going to be kind of my mid-tone shade that I use in this tutorial. Okay, so that shade was a tad bit powdery, just a little bit. It was a little messy, a little powdery, but it was pretty pigmented, but it was just a little bit messy. So I'm just going to grab a Morphe M513 brush right here and take a little bit of Hush Hush, and I'm just going to blend around those edges of this purple just to kind of diffuse it and make it a little bit more blended. So I don't know if you guys could see on camera, but that shade was just a tiny, I touched the camera, but that shade was just a tiny bit powdery. It kind of had a lot of fallout. I already cleaned it up, but it had just a little bit of fallout, not a super crazy ton, but it had a little bit of fallout. It was a little powdery, and it got just a tiny bit messy, but it was fixable. It did blend out perfectly fine once I meshed the two shades together with that Hush Hush, and you could layer the color right on top, and it stacked pretty dang well. It did not crumble up or get patchy or anything like that. That's all I will say about that Rockstar shade, but now I'm going to move on to Mystic right here, which is an even darker kind of plum shade, and I'm just going to take that shade pretty much and do the same exact thing. I'm just going to keep it a little bit lower and kind of concentrate it a little bit more on the outer V area. So yeah. Alright, this Mystic shade performed quite similar to Rockstar. It did get a tiny bit powdery, kind of a lot of these shades that I have found in this palette except for the shimmers, but the mattes are, they get a little, I already blew off the fallout, so of course you can't see it, but they do get a little bit of powdery and they do have some fallout to it. It's not horrible. It's not like, you know, something that's going to break anybody from really wanting the palette. Like, I think the shades are still pigmented and they blend out fine and everything's fine, but you might just have a little bit more finessing to do with the shades, just because it can get a little and kind of powder a little bit. What is that called? I don't know, it can kind of explode a tiny bit when you put it on your eyes. So make sure to tap your brush before you apply it to your eyes so the powder doesn't kind of across everything and get a little messy. I'm sorry that, I don't know, that explanation probably sounds so weird and not good at all, but that's kind of the best that I can explain it, is that it's just a little bit powdery and has kind of a little bit of fallout, but it's nothing to completely ruin your whole, you know, outlook on this palette. Like, it's not horrible. So that's all I gotta say about that one. So now to move on, I'm going to take Glitz and Glam right here, which is a super just gorgeous kind of rose gold shade. And I'm just going to use that as my lid shade today. I am spraying my brush with a tiny... Wow. So I am going to spray my brush just a tiny bit with some setting spray. Okay, so yes, that shade performed absolutely beautifully. I have nothing really else to say about that shade. It is super just gorgeous and shimmery and sparkly and pretty, and I love it. So that is Glitz and Glam. So now I'm going to go back into Mystic right here, and I'm just going to take that and darken up my outer V. Alright, I got a little curious off camera and already did this eye, but basically I took this Berry Treasure shade right here, which is a just super dark plummy black shade, but it has kind of like these pinkish magenta glitters throughout it, so super gorgeous. But basically what I did was I took a flat packing brush like this, and I basically meshed the Glitz and Glam shade and the Mystic shades together using that Berry Treasure shade. So I kind of packed it right here where the Berry Treasure meets that Mystic color. So you will guys see right here when I do it. Okay, so I just applied a wing liner with my Stila Stay All Day waterproof liner off camera. I feel like you guys didn't really need to see me doing my winged liner. If you want to see a winged liner video, then let me know. Also, my dog is chilling right now on my lap. All right, now I'm going to jump in and do foundation. Today I'm using the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. Okay, so now I'm going to take the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is in the shade Pale, just kidding, Light Sand, and I'm just going to apply this to my chin and my under eyes. So I'm going to now set under my eyes and just basically set that concealer using the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade Fair. This color I got is just a tiny bit too pale for me, but that's okay because we're going to be setting the light parts of the face anyways, so yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to bronze using the MAC Give Me Sun bronzer. Okay, so as you guys know, I'm going to take my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer and I'm just gonna contour my face now. Alright, I just powdered just a tiny bit, very lightly under my contour just to make sure it's all nice and cut. But now I'm going to take MAC's Melba Blush and I'm just gonna blush my cheeks and my nose and everything. Okay, now I'm going to take my favorite highlighter of ever. This is Kylie's Ultra Glows in the shade, what are you doing? Santorini. And I'm just going to highlight everything. You guys know I need to look like a disco ball. Alright, now I'm just going to set my face real quick using the Morphe setting spray. I have eyebrows. Okay, so now I'm just going to go and do my bottom lash line. So the first shade I'm going to take is Rockstar, and I'm just going to, yeah, I'm just going to take that shade and blend it around on the bottom lash line. Okay, now I'm going to take the shade Sparks right here, and I'm just going to blend that right on top of Rockstar. Now after that, I'm going to take the shade Mystic, and I'm going to keep that kind of closer to the outer part of the bottom lash line. Alright, now I'm going to blend everything together and blend it just really far down using Hush Hush. Now I'm going to be applying some black gel liner in my waterline. This is the Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner in the shade Blackest Black, so I'm just going to apply this to the waterline. Okay, so we are very up close and personal, but I just wanted to kind of address, I don't know, the situation, but basically this happened last time I did this makeup look right here, so it is kind of now pointing towards the product and not me because it has happened twice in a row now. But basically whenever, which granted I can't even tell if you guys can see this right now on camera, but you definitely can see it in person. It's not horrible, but it is a little like, what the heck is that? But especially because I've never seen it before. But basically I always clean up my under eye with a makeup wipe if I ever have fallout, and as I'm cleaning the under eye I kind of get along right here and like clean up this area. Now you can see this line right here, this dark purple line. That has happened, like I said, twice to me now. It's not as bad on this side, but you can definitely see it more on this side, where it kind of like turns the color darker where it is touched like the makeup wipe juice. I don't know what to call it, but yeah, it's turned it darker, and I always do this with my eyeshadows, and my other eyeshadows have never, I don't know, I've never seen this problem, so it's just kind of weird. But yeah, it did kind of change color right there. I just wanted to preface why there is a purple line right here going out. That's what that is, and yeah, it's a little annoying because last time I did this too, it was just, I had the lines and it was just a little kind of, it was a little bit messy on the outer V area, and you guys know how crazy I am about blending out my shadows, but yeah, you could just kind of see how it gets a little tiny bit patchy in a way, where it doesn't look crazy super blended, but it's definitely nothing that I would worry about too much. It's not like, well, this palette sucks, I'm never using it again. It's definitely not that bad. That's not the case, but yeah, you could just kind of see, what I'm talking about. Okay, so I just applied my Mykonos lashes from Lilly Lashes, and now I'm going to do my lips. And today I'm going to take the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Warm and Fuzzy, and yeah, I'm just going to apply this to my lips. Now I'm just taking a tiny bit of White Russian lip gloss from Buxom, and I'm just going to pop this right in the middle. Alright guys, that's the end of this makeup tutorial. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big ol' thumbs up and subscribe to my channel right down below. And also let me know what tutorial you guys would like to see next using which palette. Would you like to see a yellow look, a green look, or a orangey red look? Let me know. Let me know your recommendations. But yeah, I love you guys so much and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys!